One. Let's go. Shafere aso manyora.
Lapo, Sanbolani. Welcome once again to it. It could have been a Braai, ICHBB.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with the boys in and many other boys in vandaag out here representing Ikapstad, of course, and we're going to be having quite a peculiar conversation. Marage, before we get into the nitty-gritties. Jaya?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Doing
Good, we're doing good. We had Sea Cantina today.
Yeah, bro.
With the vibes.
Yeah.
The biggest vibes in Cape Town, so to speak.
I guess so.
Should we introduce them so they know themselves, so they know the people at home know?
Let's give them the floor.
All right, first. Let's go there, we'll come around.
Yeah?
Sure.
I go by the name of UCJ, that's my DJ name, stage name, basically.
Everybody knows you as Uzi, bro. Don't be shy. It's Uzi, dog.
Yeah.
Chayam?
Tumi, 213, Superstar.
It's you.
Tango.
It's you.
Yeah, I'm outside.
Yeah,
Tango.
Yeah, man.
My name is Arthur Mexico, aka the cutest man in South Africa, aka I'm not done. Keep going. Keep going. AKA your mom's favorite son-in-law. Oh shit, keep going. Yeah, man, that's me.
Buzz.
Okay,
See?
I'm Nikho. I'm from
Outside radio, sweet.
And I am Forrest, tall dark Forrest, also known as the darkest handsome guy ever. Thank you.
Issue.
I feel like it's gonna be a pissing contest here. Like all these fuck boys in Cape Town right now.
The problem is I'm not tall.
You talk though, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. You know, women like dark guys, eh?
Of course, dark skin
There's something about it.
chocolate.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but
Dark skin
I
chocolate.
like it.
Tango.
Do you guys
We don't qualify me and Lucy.
think it's changing? So light-skinned niggas were trendy, mind the pun.
Yeah.
Now it's dark-skinned niggas.
Yeah, dark skin niggas, dark skin society has actually definitely taken over right now. That's what sells. Even the media is pushing that.
True.
narrative,
I think.
So,
Yeah.
there is something about the melanin community, man.
Yeah, I consider myself in the middle, so we winning.
We always winning.
We
guys.
winning.
Yeah,
We in the
like
middle.
you,
We
always
in the
winning.
middle. We
You know what
winning.
I think, to answer your question, I think the thing about it is that the thing about it, yeah, you can just
Thank
put
you,
it over. Yeah,
thank you.
very much.
Don't show the brand.
I think
Just give us
the
mine.
thing about it is that the more Africans become, because we're on a journey of becoming very conscious, you know what I mean, as a continent, you know. So that's why we're going from sort of appreciating light skin, right, which is still black, which we still love, but appreciating more dark skin as well, you know what I mean, especially if you have a good complexion, you know what I mean. So you must make sure that Vaseline, put the Vaseline. Hey, don't be ashy, dog. Don't be ashy, dog. You know what I mean?
Skincare routine, yo.
Get ash. Have you seen
yeah,
that light skin ash?
It doesn't happen, dog.
What do you mean?
Doesn't happen.
I've seen it.
translucent. No.
Translucent.
Yeah, like see-through.
Hey, mechanics, come on.
Hey, mechanics.
Do you guys believe in sunlight green bar? Do you think it was just a thing, or do you think it actually worked?
I think it works, bro. I did a lot with that.
Yeah. It put me through some couple of years.
Yes.
But we're on that Ghanaian now. We're on that Navy now.
Issue. Wait, which sunlight? Which one? You mean the
green bar original.
Green bar, yeah. Hey, but guys, let's be honest, man. Poverty is rough, guys.
Poverty is
Yeah,
right.
because that thing was never meant to be on skin. That's
don't lie, but it works though.
It
It
works.
works.
Really?
It works.
You and your dishes.
Yeah.
And your clothes, your underwear.
Even your ass sometimes,
boy.
right? Isn't that what our mothers used to do sometimes? So like,
They used to use it, yeah, they used to use it as a spade.
You none of that. Boy.
Oh yeah?
I'm with him. Keep going. Keep going.
Boy,
Keep going.
I
Dog.
grew up nice. Dog. I grew up soft.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm with
Pushing this P.
Tumi, bro. I never experienced the spade thing, bro.
Yeah, ne?
Nah.
You guys lived a nice life, eh? For me, personally, my grandmother used to be like, when you go out, you should be back before the sun sets.
Yeah.
Once I'm home and the sun is set, it's
Trouble.
ass whooping.
Trouble.
Go straight to your room. You eat when you're done after like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Hectic.
TV, go do homework. Go.
Yes.
It's a weekend, clean chore.
Yeah.
Hectic stuff.
Where did you
Yes.
even get the idea to do that? Now I'm starting to think about that shit, because for me it's like, who was sitting at home was like, take some water, take that sunlight, take a spade, it's a combo. You know what I mean? Who was that sick person that was like, yo, let me put this up a
I don't
child's
think-
ass?
I don't think it's being sick. It's actually like being a chemist, so to speak,
Yeah.
because these things are basically made from certain ingredients which they sort of know and understand. And coming up with the notion of, okay, if I put that and that together, I should be able to make that happen so that I can use this to actually, because a lot of remedies is sugar back in the day that they used to use that will get you up, like if you know kuklan or something, like let's boil some leaves quickly, but it's
Yeah.
a specific tree. They knew that shit.
Yeah.
You get me? So I think it's ingenuity, man, but it's poverty ingenuity.
True.
Yeah, it's all.
It's like adding sugar to, what is it again?
Umporoko. That's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing ever.
Who
That's
does that?
crazy though. Like,
Who
I
does
know.
that? Point them
I know
out.
why people
You
do
do
that.
that.
Now you're not so tall.
Now you're not so tall.
I know I only do it when it's straight from the pot and it's hot.
What difference does it make? It's so disgusting. What you get this man out of here. We need security.
Nah, let's cancel him. Say someone that doesn't
Get this
fall
man
can
outta
you
here.
replace this one. No.
Clean job. But you know what, gents, as we're all sitting here, I'm pretty sure our guests are also wondering, and also our audience is also wondering, what is it we have in common and why we're all here at Vandaag and what we're here to discuss. So I just want to lay it thick on y'all and everybody, and also our audience to know. So as y'all see these people, these curious men in SA, these tall talks and everything, yeah, these people are one of the most vibrant and game-changing people in Cape Town, that is, and they go from doing things such as DJing to hosting events to bringing up concepts and also doing events, you understand? So it's a whole lot of things that are happening, and one thing I've wanted us to sort of discuss is there's this notion of Cape Town the way I am, and I'm wondering why. Like it's been going on for years, right? And I have sort of a theory that I'm trying to build currently. I need help and I have a theory that the industry of Cape Town lies with the establishments. And I think at large, the industry is built from the establishments, because I mean, entertainment, as we know, it is to entertain about. We're entertaining people just by doing this, for example. And if the people find it amusing or if they find it interesting, then they buy into it. There you have entertainment. That's the transaction. Also, that's the whole aim. But why is it up at Cape Town we're finding it hard to firstly have talents break through whilst in Cape Town? And I found that one thing that we're missing is sort of like a media house, right? That helps with the distribution and also the showcasing of those talents and the different people in their various fields, you understand, within the music scene, for example. So I'm thinking, like, what is it from your guys' experiences? I mean, you're a host, so you deal with a lot of artists and you deal with a lot of establishments. You do events and you also do concepts. What is it that you are finding in your different day-to-day dealings and so like in this business that is breaking down here in Cape Town for us to not have our own sort of media house that is selling out specifically black content, that is, because I think the media houses that are here are not necessarily focused on black production in any way. For example, Ikuro, I'll say it live. Like for example, Ikuro, I don't think they play a lot of African music.
That's the most whitest radio station ever,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, you know,
They don't even play
don't
piano,
a lot
dog.
of-
I've never heard
don't
piano
play a
there,
lot
bro.
of
You know what I
black
mean?
Production.
I guess we'll never be there again. I never thought of getting on good old boys. That was, bro.
I think if they are forward thinkers, they should see that we're a group of young people who see a gap, basically, and we're thinking that we can enlarge their community. So that's that. But let's give it over to our guests also to just have a say in this, that's all, because it's something I want us to unpack and dissect. And also share some stories, guys. So what is it that you experienced that maybe you think causes the breakdown and all, or whatever? Like, I leave the floor to you.
No, definitely, that's what you do. You talk too much. But, hey, that was a speech, dog. I was like, is this ending? When is it ending? Soon? Now? Never? Okay, never. But look, here's my thing about this conversation. This is a conversation that's been going on for what, like years, right? Like 10 years or some shit, right? And it seems like it's not getting solved, right? I attribute it, to be honest with you, one of the main things is that unlike Joburg, right, where Joburg, it belongs to almost anyone. You know what I mean? Joburg, we don't care whether you're Xhosa, whether you're Zulu, you're Pedi. When you get to Joburg, we're there to work, we're there to, you know what I mean, do our thing. You'll be speaking your Shanghai, I'll be speaking my Spedi, and we're hearing each other, we're communicating, we're talking about millions, you know what I mean? So I think when it comes to Cape Town, man, Cape Town is too segregated, you know what I mean? And you can see it in the townships, in the suburbs as well, you know what I mean? You have there's no sort of unity, there's no sort of that culture that says, yo, no matter what you are, no matter what you're doing, let's work. You know what I mean? I think that's the element, or that's what you guys are struggling with in terms of Cape Town. And I say to you guys,
You're Cape Townian now,
yeah, get it.
I think I was going to say, like, accessibility in Cape Town is very, like, for certain people, they wouldn't maybe see it as like an open space, but other space, not every event is going to happen at sea. Not everything is going to be like a waterfront or a town or whatever. It's like you said, like, the segregation is deep here in Cape Town. Also, when guys, I'm in Cape Town, like you said in Joburg.
Have you been to see Canteen where Tumi is hosting?
I mean, those are
And you must see the bottles that come out.
That's a different chat.
Young working class.
I'll speak on it, don't
Those
worry.
are unicorns, you know, within the greater context of Cape Town. In Joburg, you'll find anyone in Braai. You know what I'm saying?
true.
If something is happening in Melbourne, anyone is in Melbourne. From Soweto to like the north or in Melbourne. Here, it's like kind of like you're pulling teeth 90% of the time. You're lucky if you hit gold, like Z has.
That's true. That's true. And I think the other thing is the fact that even the biggest township in Cape Town is pretty far from Cape Town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the black townships, the ones that are near, are very small. You know what I mean? The vibrancy and what's going on, it's in Khayelitsha.
Yeah.
Khayelitsha is fucking far, bro. You know what I mean? So you won't get that same vibe where, you know, because Soweto to Joburg, it's not that far. You know what I mean? A person can catch a taxi for like 12 rand, 15 rand. You know what I mean? So I think that might also be what adds to it, you know?
Yeah, you know, guys, hey, this conversation is making me thirsty. Let me just...
Sure.
So just to add to that dramatic entrance, there's a conversation that's very deep to my heart, right? So I work majorly with entrepreneurs. I help businesses grow, right? And what I've seen is that it is a mental shift.
Wait. Don't just jump over that one down. You make businesses grow.
Yeah. I help
them to
businesses.
grow,
I help
dog.
businesses grow, bro.
Shit.
That's what I'm passionate
That's how
about.
You pick up girls at the bar, eh?
Nah, bro, I'm in a relationship. I'm not picking up. Bro, I'm not picking up nothing, you know.
Yeah.
But I get exactly what you're meaning, bro. So what I've seen is that there's a mental block, right, in Cape Town specifically, right. So if we compare Joburg and Cape Town, there's a big difference.
But add Durban in there because I feel like
Durban
has basically broken down that barrier.
And Durban as well, you know, and I think that's the biggest roadblock to hustling and bustling in Cape Town, right? It is though also a bit more harder for young people, so it's quite discouraging, right? So we've got issues like gatekeepers, access to markets, locations, and how Cape Town is actually set up, which doesn't make it any more easier. However, I've seen a shift though after COVID, right? After the lockdown, there's been a shift. Like people are really looking past the factors of all these barriers. But I really don't blame people because it's very hard, man. Like I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years now, right? And niggas still treat me like I need to prove a point, you know? Nigga, nah. You know, I've been doing my thing and I've got every right to say, yo, I am the best fucking entrepreneur you've laid your fucking eyes on, you know? But for some reason, thanks for clapping! For some reason, in Cape Town, people will question you way harder than even trying to understand your offering, right? So what now you're dealing with is I'm fighting not only having to sell my idea or my offering to you, I'm also fighting having to convince you that I can do the same thing or even better. You know, so we need to change that mindset, man.
Okay. That's deep, man. Sermon out there.
Okay, for me it's a totally different mindset. Obviously,
thank you. I like that.
I'll be honest, because I'm lucky enough to be at the top of the food chain when it comes to events and stuff, you know. So, like, I know that it's not a game, but at the same time, you get to learn things like what you were saying. There's no money in Cape Town like it is in Joburg. Yes, there's money, but in Joburg it's a totally different world. Like the money that black young people have in Joburg is ridiculous. Like, there's no time in the month where they can't rob, you know, which makes it very tough for the market here, you know, to, like, let's say I can do events, right? I do events all the time. But if I'm doing events, we can't have 5 of them in a weekend. Because in Joburg, what they'll do, they'll start at mine, go to yours, then touch yours later. And at every venue, they're buying Hennessy. Whereas here, it's like, man, if I'm going to Tumi, I'm going to Tumi.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
That's the end of my life. You know, like I've dealt with that. Like, they come from here, they go to soup, they get there, they're like, boy, I just spent 2K at your event. I can't do it again.
Not doing it here.
You know what I'm saying? So already there's a disparity, because like you can't afford now to have a big market. So if I take everyone who's young professionals, which I've done, everyone else is already in trouble. Because you're like, bro, how do I break that barrier? You know, which touches on what we're going to talk about later, which is why I'd like to open the field for young incoming DJs. Because I'm like, if I've already taken the whole market, all you have left is venues.
That's true.
Spoke about. And you know how hard it is to get into venues. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I work in venues. Like, you don't just come to me and be like, yo, I DJ, bro, can you drop it? There's a list of people asking me, Tumi, who the hell is this bro?
That's true.
You know, like,
that's true.
What's his following? What song does he have?
What does he bring here?
You know, what is he going to add value to? How am I going to explain that now he's just up and coming, bro? Because all they see is digits. They see numbers. True. They're like, this person not adding any value. But you want us to pay him. Because he's up and coming. And we want him to, they don't have time for that. Which is why events are so important. Because events give people that platform. Like, yo, bro, come through at 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's not going to be full, but you can say, you can add it on your resume. Yo, I've played in Waterfront. Because that's one thing, one more thing. Especially much stuff in cars. That's the biggest problem they have. They don't have a resume to be like, I've played in Waterfront. They can tell you I've played at T's, I've played It-Could-Have-Been-A-Braai, but no one cares when you get to town. It's like, until you tell me I've played Waterfront, Long Street, Close, okay, sharp. Now let's hear what you're about. Like, you know, you play in these venues. You know, it took you how long to break into the venue.
With the foot in, there's not even like both feet are in yet.
So that's holding the door. That's my mindset on it. It's tough.
It is tough. We'll see.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, because we need to give people opportunities. How is someone supposed to have a banger without having somewhere to play the banger and reception of
that's
the
true.
banger?
You know, that's
how
true.
You said, like, you have to prove yourself. Like, why? Like, I'm here. I've showed up. That should be enough. You know?
Yeah. Do you guys think, while you're saying that, because an idea is coming to my head, that do you guys think also that maybe Cape Town was also a little bit, how can I say, like,
Classes.
Not just classes, but like
keep going.
Privilege.
Keep going. Keep going.
We're a bit sort of like privileged. Like, we think everything's supposed to be handed to us.
To Cape Town,
you know what I mean? We don't understand that you need to grind.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? You need to grind. You need to show up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I'll give you an example. When I started my career in Cape Town, I came here 2 years ago. right? And within that period of time, I had to do a lot of groundwork to just know you guys here. You know what I mean? And a lot of DJs, they don't get that. A lot of artists, a lot of singers, whatnot, you know, they don't get that. They think everything is just supposed to be handed to them. Because they're pretty, or you know, they're bougie, like you said, and they're from Cape Town, right? They think it's supposed to be handed to them. You know what I mean? They don't understand. Like we were saying this last week, like how expensive it is to be a fucking DJ.
Yeah, it's
like
literally
every
expensive. To be
fucking
an artist
weekend.
in jail, it's
An
very
artist.
expensive.
You have to be out every fucking weekend, drinking, meeting people that you don't like, half of them. You know what I mean? You know, you just have to be there, dog. You have to be smiling, and you know what I mean? Like. It's draining just on finances and even your mental space, bro. You know. So do you think that's maybe added to it as well?
No, look, I think it can be taxing and all of that, but like what I've seen, particularly in Cape Town, is that a lot of people now are sort of activating workshops and understand to school artists, because I won't lie, that definitely was the culture. Me coming up, I was grinding and learning everything from the internet. I made that my friend from a young age. And now, like when you look at how our Spotify, like these big machine like companies that are basically running industries, you understand? I foresaw that shit back then, you understand? But a lot of people didn't have that privilege, because me, at least I had access to the internet. No, it's just privilege. It's not that I was bright, just knew how to use it.
Nose, you know.
Fuck you. Knew how to use it though. You understand?
Yeah,
and I find that now cookie workshops that people are actually attending to try and school them into coming into them. But what I feel is like, I think the gap is because I really want to involve the establishments in this. They are the ones that hold the people. They're the ones that hold the communities. You understand? And then we have promoters and like hosts, who then are like who like the bridge between the people and the establishments. You understand? And I think maybe if we need to actually find like spotters, man. You understand? But through technology, I think there's somebody who's actually trying to build some app where you can actually link this with your Instagram and all your other stuff, your other socials, to sort of help you be spotted as a potential like gig or DJ or act for a gig or something like that. But like if we had like some sort of a media house that sort of bridge that gap, so that artists are able to send through, if you have like a banging song, but you're not getting into C Cantina because Asquazi, but you submitted it to us, so we'll vet it because we're experienced, you understand, in the music game. They will vet it and be like, yeah, you know what, actually maybe this person deserves a chance. Okay, you know what, let's put this person through some program of sorts, you understand, but man, must be Cape Town focused, I think, to help bridge that gap and allow artists to actually break from Cape Town. Like this whole thing of having to go to Joburg, Kenya. You want to be separated from your loved ones and your family and your working support structure, while Fulapa just to go there and
but that's the thing, guys.
And then there you meet shittier people.
Listen, that's the thing. Everybody in Joburg is away from their families, from their loved ones, though. You know what I mean? That it comes back thing. Cape Town, you guys are privileged, right? In Joburg, you're leaving people in Limpopo, you're leaving them in Northwest, wherever. You know, you get there, you make it work, dog. That's why December in Joburg, there's no one, because everybody's gone. They went home.
Back home.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm saying, Uti, why don't we just basically build those structures here? This is a big enough city, dog.
Yeah.
It definitely is a big enough city for people to live here and be able to break and be nationally, you understand, on the map whilst living in Cape Town. Like we youngsters doing it to an extent.
With Cape Town, like we said earlier on, segregation is the biggest.
It's the biggest problem.
Because, and now I'll go by race.
Yeah, attack, my guy. Attack them.
Go to a black person's party.
Hey.
Go to a black person's party. Because at the end of the day, Cape Town also is this thing where you know certain areas for just a particular, like you won't go to the northern suburbs because you know I'm just going to be chilling with Afrikaners
and colors and whatnot, for sure.
You know, you go to the southern suburbs, white people, and then your bougie black people.
Yeah. Your ops boys.
The only
Soft.
town has is town.
Yeah.
This is where all of us as one race can meet up. So I think the segregation is the biggest problem. Because also we have white people, colored people, and we have black people. Now getting over
In that order.
getting past the coloreds is a problem. And I don't want to sound racist, but getting past coloreds is a problem. Because white people can entertain, because if they see that, okay, cool, you can get me money, let's work together. Colored people are like, fuck it. You're African.
You know, it's crazy what you're saying. Even Cape Town, still segregated because there was a street where white people party at, and then there was a street where black people, like those clubs that you can just sense what you. Have you ever been to Bree? This is Bree, and that other street there next to La Barra there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're quiet too. You host all the time.
You go to that street filled with only white people, you know what I mean? The clubs, the restaurants, whatnot. It's like you'll feel uncomfortable. Like, yes, I do, you know what I mean? I go to a place like that, it's just like
too much macho.
too much. You know, I've got nothing against them, but it's just too much, you know what I mean? So even Cape Town in itself, if you look at it, man, there's just certain parts where it's like you go there, you find this type of people, you go to this one, you find this type of people.
And also, I'd like to add on top of that, it's clear night and day exactly what you're saying. I mean, I'm from Worcester. I'm from Western Cape, and Worcester it's close to Cape Town, but it's the same setup in that the segregation is not only white and black, it's white, black, and colored. You know, so that doesn't make things any easier. And then we got the.
In Joburg are so black.
That's also what I was shocked about, bro. That's cool, bro. They embrace. They embrace.
Struggling together.
Yes, because we are.
As colored black people, we are actually to a white person the same thing.
We are.
Yeah, true.
And also, on top of the segregation, then we have gatekeepers. I'm at a point where when I see a gatekeeper, I will bite their fucking ear off. I will bite. And I think in Cape Town, more than like just the whole gatekeeping, it's also a thing of like, listen, what you said earlier on, right? We've got whatever years of experience, you know, in the stuff that we've done and we've did. You know, giving back is as simple as just giving advice to someone that's starting at zero. You know, everyone here has something valuable to pass on to someone else. But why are we not doing that? And it costs you nothing but time, you know? So we need to change that as well.
Pussy dog, like you host all the time, Speyside, La Barra. You were at Soho not so long ago
Thursday.
with familiar faces. I'm not gonna say.
Thursday, boys.
But I saw you as well as well.
Slept at 4, dog. Hey, these people are trouble, dog. They don't see
He's always never accountable for him being out late.
No, but it's never
He's
my
never
fault.
accountable.
It's never my fault,
But
dog.
he's
It's
there.
them, dog.
But he's physically there.
All the way from Parklands, by the way.
Oh, little Africa.
Little Africa.
It goes
All
down
I'll
there,
say
dog.
is that, yeah, you can do the work. Hard work is the most important thing, but it's gonna set you to a certain point. Where you got skill as a DJ. I'm a DJ. You got skill, you got talent, you can do that. But put in the work, dog. Show up, network, talking people, dog. You can send, as you said, you can send that mix, that song, but let's be honest. You're gonna listen.
You're gonna listen
tomorrow,
and then
the next one, dog. So just be there, show up.
Is there something you feel like artists are not doing in Kapstad? Something that you're not seeing from Cape Town
They're not
artists?
working.
They're not working.
They're not working hard enough.
working.
But if you look like about Lifestyle Explorer, that gang, when I look at those guys, they put in so much work into like the artistry itself, the visuals even, you understand? And they come out flying. Like, and I don't understand why like an artist like Miss Morena is not so well known in Cape Town as yet.
True.
Because like I've heard her work and I'm like, yo, this chick's supposed to be commercial by now. But if you go up to somebody, you ask Miss Morena, who the heck is that? You understand? And these people they have visuals out. Type of thing, but if it's not something they hosting, for example, I don't see some of them. There's some of the names that they also constantly see in other events, and I'm asking myself, why is that?
I think it boils down to work, guys. It just boils down to work. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You know what I mean? If you don't put in the work, and also the work also doesn't mean shitty work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna paint or something, paint it, make it look. You know what I mean?
Very good.
Yeah, you know, work your craft that you make sure. You know, I don't want to name artists because then we're gonna start shitting on them. That's what I do best. So you know what I mean? I want to be that guy. You know what I mean? But like, even if you're working hard, but it's not improving. People are going to be there first time, they're going to move on. You know what I mean? Yeah. The one thing I always say is that if you're going to do something, make sure that it can start off shitty because nothing ever starts off pretty, right? Start off shitty, but as you go, improve it just a little bit. You know what I mean? Each month, each 3 months, you know what I mean? Put in the work, put in that same consistency, you know what I mean? Because if you're going to paint me a picture and you paint me the same picture for 2 years, I don't care whether you're Miss Morena or you're Uzi, fuck off. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? But if you keep improving it, you know, I think what we need, which is a very hard thing to find sometimes, is that you need visionaries. You know what I mean? You need visionaries. You need people that, because a lot of things. The other issue I have with artists and just industry is that everybody wants to be a boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be that guy. You know what I mean? I guess I also play. I would also
you
put
wanna be a
myself there
boss.
as well.
Yeah.
But
You
the
wanna
thing
be a boss.
sad. But that's the thing, you know. Sometimes, like as you're saying, if you're going to do an entertainment hub or an agency, right? We're not going to be all the boss. You might just be just the DJ.
That's true.
We have someone that's just a model, a
Yeah.
videographer. We have a visionary that's on top that knows, like he said, top tier, that he knows, he sees the vision. And when he says to you, do this, don't question too much. Don't be like, no, but this, no, but this. Listen to him. Because they like complaining, you know. Because the visionary knows why he's asking that of you. You know what I mean? When you are there, you're complaining, no, but I want to do this. It starts to clash, you know what I mean? The vision then does not get to where it needs to get. You know what I mean? So we need to get in line, guys. Let's
I
get in
mean,
line.
I think also that comes with a level of sort of training that person into understanding and trusting you. Look, you understand? You can't just tell somebody to do something and expect them just to blindly do. It needs to make sense with what they are trying to achieve. So whatever you are also doing, you need to reciprocate that understanding of, am I actually benefiting this person in any way in what I'm telling them to do? You understand? That's very important, or that person should also feel that way. It's okay, whatever I'm going to do is actually going to be something that's going to benefit where I'm trying to go. And that relationship needs to, you understand, go both ways.
Yeah.
Because I find that's also some part of a breakdown I've seen personally in Cape Town, whereby I don't think that like artists and promoters are working hand in hand, or even artists and managers in some cases are working hand in hand to try and make sure it's okay, me going this path, this person is the right person to help me get there. I mean, even with the actors, for example, you need to have an agent that has your best interests at heart, and there's that huge breakdown of that. I don't think we have enough managers in South Africa as a whole, because managers maybe should be helping that gap of helping like an artist that is unknown to make sure he lands maybe a gig that is big through his own credibility of spotting talent. Do you get me? And I feel like you are right in saying everybody wants to be the star. We can't all be the star. We need to have people who want to specialize in certain things. I like that move you did of managing SAS, for example, because you're skilling yourself in something else where you also can see maybe in the future, but the Uzi brand is cool and everything, but you know what? I feel like I could eat better there if I was to manage this person. Because there are people who are born stars.
What are you trying to say about him?
Example number one. Example number one.
I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
I think you touched on it as well earlier on when you talked about advice, and to continue on now, collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaboration is so important. Like, we in the entertainment industry, I do podcasts, you do events, you DJ. Like, I'm not working by myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not creating content for myself, you know? So if you can create a network of people to trust, like you said, who can help you curate and be constructive and not criticize. You know? Be constructive.
Yeah,
And now
constructive
you must be,
criticism.
Yeah, and now you must be willing to grow, you know, like you can't be the same person as last week as you are the following week, you know?
True.
And the more we put ourselves out there, the more we collaborate as creatives, as people in spaces, the better we will get.
I mean, you as outside radar, for example, being here. I mean, this is outside radar. It's
Issue, we outside. You wanna know where we at? You wanna know where we at?
I heard about you guys through Supreme and everything, and I think I follow you guys on Instagram. But I understand
I tried to get a gig there, dog. I
Is
tried
it?
to get a gig.
Trying to get a
but
job
now
there?
rejected me, dog.
Ah,
Rejected me,
now they're on
dog.
the show,
No,
boy.
no, no. Show my G.
That's life. That's life for you.
That's live, bro.
But we on, hey.
Yeah, shout out. But that's the thing as well. I mean, I think in the business, what we need to do more often as well is that don't hold grudges. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Don't
If an
hold
opportunity
grudges.
doesn't come up or they're too busy at that time, you understand, you keep moving, you keep doing what you have to do.
That's
you
a
know what
very
I mean?
important trait,
So
yeah.
that's why it was so important when you guys hit us up. For us, we're like, damn, bro, we would love to have you guys come through and see what potentially we can do in the future, you know? But here's a question to me, guys. You guys are in the industry, you guys are entrepreneurs as well, right? How hard do you think it is to be dating and be in this industry?
Yeah.
My work comes before any woman.
Your relationship.
Yeah.
Your work or relationship?
My
Any
work
woman.
work,
comes
okay,
before
work.
that. As a creative, I mean, imagine you DJing at 3 a.m. Umdu's calling you. Hello, okay, Wenzani, excuse me, I'm working.
I'm working.
Do you want mimosas tomorrow? Like,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
work comes before you.
Can I add to his question? What do you expect of your partner though?
Give
To
me
understand.
space.
Just space.
Give me space to do my
Is there
thing.
any kind of support you expect him to sort of jump to or understand? Is there anything you lay down to him?
Yeah, I mean, the giving space for me is
If it's a him, sorry, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
damn.
Oh,
Just
damn
say
right.
that.
Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Give me space. For me, space is you being supportive because you're allowing me to fly.
Sure.
I mean, if you want to come to my gig, thanks. If you want to carry a light, a rig, thanks. But give me space when it most counts, when it's most important.
When it's most important.
Give me
So they
space.
should be able to read the situation basically.
I mean, I could even tell you.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
easy. I've broken up with someone because they didn't give me space.
Yo,
Imagine finding about that now on the podcast. Imagine finding about it on the podcast.
You need a special interview with this one. This one, no.
We are crowd.
Yeah.
Forrest.
No, I'm lucky. Like,
Hey!
hey, man, my person comes with me whenever that gig, she's there. So at least she understands. She likes to party when she wants to party. So and she can also go party by herself. You know what I mean? So I have no problems. It's quite easy. Sometimes you do wanna be there by yourself.
True.
You know what I think, Forrest? You know what I think? I think if you're in the industry, relationships and being in this industry doesn't work.
No, they work.
No, it
A lot of
doesn't.
people have made it work. Yeah, a lot of people
It's a
have made it
tricky
work.
one.
Think about it. Think
Definitely
about
works,
it.
bro.
You have to be out almost every weekend. You're working 9 to 5 already, right? When are you gonna see your partner? You know what I mean?
Think you can.
And the temptations.
Ah, that's the problem.
That sounds like a you problem.
that's
That
the
sounds like a you problem.
Exactly.
Think about
That
it.
sounds like a you
Nah,
problem.
If I'm an accountant and I'm not going out, if an accountant, I don't go out on weekends, dog. I stay there, do my numbers.
But there's
You know,
temptation at
but
work,
you're DJ like, oh, see, again, you play that first track. Think about it.
Nah, I promise you, bro. Like it works, but you just need someone who's very understanding. Like that's the thing. And now, I feel like a lot of like artists and everyone, they forget the part where you have to show up for your partner also.
That's true.
That's
It's
where
not
the
all
issue
about
comes,
you.
is that
Yeah.
Just be selfish and be like, yo, I need to put my work first.
Yeah.
But remember, that person has to deal with you coming home at 4. They have to deal with you being tired and sleeping for 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, so wake up one day, bro. Get your girl some flowers, bro. You know, like take her out, buy her some Jordans, do something, though. Make that person.
Jordan,
Jordan. That's a you problem. No, look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. That shit expensive, bro.
Come on.
yo.
I just want to say, but you get this.
Tax brackets.
Come on now.
Look what you did.
Ah, dog.
Tax brackets.
You're on the right road with flowers, and then you do that leap, dog.
Yo, you
ah,
took
Dog, you're working every week, dog. How do you not have money? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
a
that's my
cheater's
point. Like, you must understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he or she has to understand. Like, okay, my man is busy or my girl is busy.
Yeah.
But there's
Must be
there's a
able to
reward
see
to this,
it, dog.
basically.
That's true, man.
Okay.
That's true,
Build
man.
the home. Like,
See it, dog.
don't just be like, yo, I'm outside, dog. I'm leaving. I'm going to Joburg. I'm doing this. Here's a Bonak Manbuya. Dog, when you're there, call your girl. When you get to the hotel, it takes 10 minutes, bro.
neglect them.
Like, that's where it works. Because that's when your person will be like, you know what? I still have a partner.
Yeah.
Every now and then, bring your girl out, bro. Be like, yo, come and see what I do.
Come and see what I do,
Because
yeah.
that's where also, because obviously everyone suspects that shit. Like, yo, you out every weekend. Hands are saying, yo. You know, there's girls that are saying, yo. I loved your set.
Yeah.
Take shots.
What's up?
Yo.
Yo.
So your girl needs to see and be open about this. A lot of niggas get it twisted. Stop hiding
Not
that
being
thing.
open about that
Don't-
shit causes
don't
the
hide
issue.
that thing. Like,
Yeah.
don't be like, I don't talk to girls. Yes, you do. But there are people that listen to your art. They're your customers, basically. So you have to entertain them. It gets tricky when you act like no one talks to you. Now she goes out and all of a sudden she's seeing 10 people and like, Aibo, what's going on? That's
That
true.
time
So
you're there for
honestly,
5 hours, dog.
that's
You talk
where
to no
where
one.
I'm
You're there for 5 hours.
It works,
Yeah.
but you have to be willing. to be like, yo, my life is my life when I'm working, but I also have a relationship. Because relationship is a job. The thing is fun, bro. Like, it's not anyone who's been in a relationship for a while will tell you, boy, you don't just enter this thing. Not because she's cute or they have money. No.
Mike.
You need to really realize that this is what I want.
For sure.
And can I just add to what Tumi said? I guess the part that's quite hard to like fathom is the added responsibility to understanding the type of life that you are living as an entrepreneur and an artist and this and oftentimes it does feel taxing, because I wouldn't recommend like this type of lifestyle to anyone. It's very hard. At times I think I even think at times if it's a lot asking from anyone to be able to do this journey with me, because it's not easy. But that was a nice one to just remind myself also that, look, man, let me put in work where I can. Shout out.
Crazy stuff, man.
No, that's true. Look, if there's any kids in high school that want to be DJs, don't fucking do it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think the other thing is that, right? Bro,
it was over glamorized,
bro.
People didn't know what they were
Stay in
getting
school,
into.
Dog. Don't do drugs, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you think when you enter it, you think it's going to be that easy life. You know what I mean? You think it's going to be that easy. You know what I mean?
Don't do it for the girls.
Bro, don't do it, dog. Like, it's like hosting an event, dog. That shit's the most fucked up shit in the world.
Hosting an event is dope. If you plan it out to the T, hosting an event is good. When the returns come,
it's just life in general.
Yeah, that's true. That's life in general.
Nothing is fun.
We're like, yo, by 25,
Nothing is fun.
I have this, and that.
You see,
360.
There's problems everywhere.
Short left.
So I think, go, just know that you have a vision.
Yeah.
Work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard on your craft. Because if you just like, okay, no, I'm just gonna
And then it's gonna be it.
It's not that.
So flop.
you need to put in that work. That's why I used to have this thing in high school. I said, fail with dignity.
Yeah.
Someone else like, how do you fail with dignity? I'm like, dude, fail knowing that you tried.
Yeah.
But don't fail knowing that, oh shit, it's supposed to come to me. I didn't
Imagine,
do it.
dog.
No, fail with
You
dignity.
What do you guys think though, like life, everything we almost ever planned, we never sort of got there. You know what I mean? Like the majority of it, you know what I mean? Like we all thought, I think we're all over 25 years, we all thought at least by 25, dog, I'll have my own house. I'll be driving a Beamer, you know what I mean? Or some shit like that, you know what I mean?
And
And
you
then you
didn't
get
know.
there and it's like, it's not even half the stuff.
You didn't know you were in a capitalist system.
Like honestly, I feel like that exactly that.
Yeah, you didn't
No
know.
one tells you the real problems of life.
Yeah.
And it's the little things where you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So like, you hear black tags, you hear this, but like, you get there and you're like, it's not even that. Like, I really have to help.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not about.
It's
like,
not about,
You're not
like,
gonna be
what's
cool
it-
by
no one
saying
is-
No one
that.
is enforcing you,
Because
you just
sit,
feel
you
it.
sit at your house in fucking town or Luke Street and you're like, bro, but my grand, like the house is a mess, bro. Like, when you visit home, are you happy? Like, are you happy when you
Yeah,
go
when
home?
you
Like,
see it.
That's
That's
how you
the
buy
same
those
thing
Jordans.
against you.
Yeah, that's how
When
you
you
buy
buy
those
those
Jordans,
Jordans,
yeah.
you think,
Ah, you
"Kumbani."
pay, right.
Back to those Jordans.
So, like you can't just trim out all of those things, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like you just realize after a while that first of all, life is expensive.
Very.
Like it is ridiculous to get that car that you wanted. Up the now to get that place, like bro, I need to be making like real rap.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reality that hits you.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, whoa, let me slow down a bit. And I think that's why a lot of adults like 30 plus, you know, will tell you, boy, relax. You're still gonna relax. You're gonna get
It's
there.
not a lot you're about
Don't
to
put
see,
pressure
boy.
on
Don't put
yourself.
pressure on
Enjoy
yourself.
yourself.
Figure it out
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
20s, dog. Like, have your fun. That's what I'm doing. I'm having the time of my life.
Oh,
I'm doing
yeah,
whatever I
boy.
want.
Ah, but you're not in
Aware,
your
boy.
20s, my
I'm
brother.
in my 20s,
well,
man. Me.
35
Legs.
years.
Bro, don't look at his length. Don't look at this man's length, bro.
20s, late
This man is as tall as a 50-year-old.
Late 20s, but I'm in that. Still in my 20s.
Still in
bro.
your
Still a
20s.
rock star.
Still in your
I
20s.
guess that's why we have to respect our parents even more. You know what I mean? You know, when you're growing up, you'd always think to yourself, like, why don't you have money, dog? You know what I mean? I should be having a PlayStation now. Should be having the hottest cakes. You know what I
was
mean?
spoiled,
But
man.
like, you
I was
didn't.
spoiled.
No, but like, you guys didn't want PS.
Those are your
my
questions.
God.
No, I used to ask my mom. Yeah, I used to ask
Understand
my
I
the
never
mom.
got it, but I never.
I used to ask her, like, what's up,
Understand
dog?
the situation.
What's up? PlayStation 2.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
understand
the
situation.
older you grow, I think then that's when you understand with yazing. This is why you couldn't do it, because it's rough out here. You know?
It is tough, dog. Yo, that's one thing for sure, and you see it like firsthand. You understand? And you feel it in yourself, but you have to send that money back. It's not even a fronting situation. You understand? And really, if you don't, you feel shitty as hell. And that's added to being a fucking artist who has to work a 9 to 5 and all of this other nonsense just to make ends meet.
I won't lie though, I'm also realizing the flip side of making it to your dreams, your whatever. It's quite depressing, right? Like when you realize the amount of work, the amount of disappointments, like it's not nice having a goal and not being able to achieve that goal because there's so much other work that you need to do, you know. And I think for me, the people that really push through and make it in life are the people that are resilient enough to push through that. Like I think that's the hardest work, you know. Like I can come up with a business right now, it will pop or it will fail or whatever, but like what's gonna set me apart is like the appetite that I have to push through, and that's hard, bro.
And it's very
That's
important not
hard.
to have dumb resilience, eh? Like, there's a lot of, I swear to God, there is. Dumb resilience, dog, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, but telling yourself how you're doing it all the time. You understand? You need to navigate smartly in these streets, bro. There's a way to do things, you understand? Be meticulous. Read the nuances, very important. Read the rules.
Nuance,
You
mechanics,
understand?
mechanics,
It's very
mechanics.
important because if we are moving like a blindfolded animal, Joe.
Life will chow you.
What's that game? Pin the donkey.
Life will chow you.
Life will chow you. You understand? And that even goes in this industry specifically. You understand? When you're working as a creative, as an artist, it's very important. Align with the right people. You understand? Who know exactly how to move and also have good IP. Very important. IP. Very important.
No one would want to. I think you're born an entrepreneur or you're born a creative, right? Because I don't think anyone, like the shit people go through when creating a business.
True.
Because I mean, when you're creative, you freelance, you create your own gigs. So it's a part of entrepreneurship as well. 100%. Like the shit you go through, I don't think you wake up one day and you're like, Yazini, Sabawel.
What kind of challenges are you experiencing in Cape Town?
I mean, for me in Cape Town, it's just really what we were talking about, like the barrier, you know. And I think when I came to Cape Town, I moved from Joburg, so I had this like song that's nice, song that's about it, song that's ready. Hey,
Surprise.
no, it's not like that.
We ain't about it.
More reserved here.
True.
You know,
And it's slow as well.
people want to haze you before they speak to you, type of thing, you know. And here in Cape Town, it's kind of like how you said, maybe like someone didn't respond because they're busy. Here in Cape Town, you don't know. It might have been a personal reason why they didn't want to. Somebody's not like high school, you know.
Yeah, so that's what you found.
Yeah, that's what I found, you know. But I must say, now that I'm being more like aggressive in my approach, it's better. Like, you don't have a choice but to speak to me right now. Like, I don't care like how you feel or whatever. It's new me. I'm freaking 29. I'm not 16 anymore. Hello, let's talk, you know. So I think for me now, especially this year, it's been a mind shift change. Like, okay, it's different here. How do I break the barrier? And let's work the breaking that barrier.
Sure. I understand. And you're getting somewhere now, employing some ways. Share those skills, girl. We all need them. We all need them.
Makes a lot of sense. For me, I think, look, at the end of the day, if you could ever learn something from this, it's just resilience, dog. You know, even if it's dumb resilience, actually, just fucking do it.
Resilience,
Just do it.
You
dog,
trying.
Because one day you're gonna bump into a hotel and hotels will say, "Hi, boy, keep going, Jara." You know what I mean? If you think about how much shit we failed at, dog, how much businesses, how much ideas that we failed at, that we keep waking up in the morning and keep doing, you know what I mean? You would consider that dumb resilience. You know what I mean? even this year, you guys probably have some other plans that you're thinking about doing that you know might not go that way. If that's not dumb resilience, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? So all we need to just do is just keep going. We're gonna figure it out, and even if we don't, you gain experience for your next gig or your next job or whatever the case.
It's a lesson.
Exactly.
And shout out to what you
Learning those
said.
lessons, and learn them well.
And shout out to what you said. Like, that's been my approach for the last 2 years of saying that, look, this is what I want, right? And I'm gonna push for that aggressively, you know. And I think for me, it's like, if you respect me and my craft, right, you will understand, you know, I want this, you know. And I also wanted to add that I've got so much respect for artists and DJs, because I feel like our journeys as like entrepreneurs and artists are similar in the fact that
They are also entrepreneurs.
yes, you have to prove something out of fucking nothing.
No way, dog.
What's
I
a
don't care,
hotel?
dog.
What's a
My guy,
hotel? You need to create. I'll make an example.
yes.
Hotel California. Hotel California. But you know what I mean? You need to create this thing out of nowhere, and that journey,
That no one gets, dog.
No one
You know
gets
how
it
hard
in
it
your
is to tell
head.
Someone an idea like, yo, this is what I want to do, dog. You
how
know
many
what I
people
mean?
have made you feel crazy?
Bro, every day, dog. Trendy does it to me. Every fucking day. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know, I make it work with you every fucking
Yeah,
day.
you guys make it
You know what
work.
I mean?
You guys
I
make
think
it
that's the
work.
hardest thing in life. The hardest thing in life is being able to, because an idea is like, it's made out of nothing, dog. It's like wind. You can't see it. You know what I mean? And having to explain that to people, having to come every fucking day and say, yo, this is it. This is gonna happen. You know what I mean? And then you get there and it doesn't happen. You must go back to your group there on your friends group and tell them, don't worry, it's this one. I'm doing this one. This one is the one. This one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it goes terribly. Then you relax for a month because you're depressed as fuck. Next month, then you have energy. You go back. Chance.
Let's go.
I
let's
figured
go.
it out, dog. You know what I mean?
Shake it off.
If you
Fuck.
think
Depressing,
about
dog.
like other artists, like maybe like with the internet. I don't know if you guys know the band.
Yeah, they're so dope, eh?
If you
They fucking
heard
good.
their first stuff, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, but they
Like,
grew.
But now over
I've
the
always
years,
loved them, to be honest.
you know what I'm saying?
Are there any changes in personnel? They keep
are
the same
way
team.
better, you know, like they've perfected their craft so much better.
Yeah.
They know themselves as people so much better.
Sweet.
They trust their instincts better, and I think that's also part of the journey.
Yeah.
within the creative
Trusting
space,
instincts.
You know? Just trust yourself.
Trusting
trust the journey.
instincts.
Like so, but you're gonna make it at some
Yeah.
point, you
Yeah.
know. And making it doesn't have to be at 24. Doesn't have to be at 29. It could be whenever your time is supposed to be. You know?
But yeah, you know what? I mean, I don't like the whole like making it ideology, because it makes people think that they need to arrive somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not an arrival, Njaya. It's a continuing journey.
Yeah.
You understand now? When I'm
Yeah.
It's a continuing journey, because now you think you're gonna stumble on gold and then think, finally,
made it.
It's
boy.
like an ego thing, right? Like
So what?
it's like an ego thing as well. Like as much as we're working as like in the spaces, you also have your little ego to feed. So you kind of want to be like, okay, people
kill that ego.
can understand what's going on here. People are catching on. What more can I do from here? You know, I think the making it for me is from that perspective rather than like I'm a generation.
But sometimes, guys, sometimes, that thing of arriving, sometimes you can feel it, though, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, look.
It's small sometimes, but you can feel it.
No,
you know
I
what I
was
mean?
like I definitely fell in love with the journey, because I realized destination is pointless. But,
Yeah, bro.
I think I got there, like what you're talking about. I got there where you're like, yeah, no, I'm different now. Now we're up now.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get there, look for something higher.
True.
Because as soon as you get comfortable, that's when everything goes south. True. So it's like you find the top and you're like, bro, like I didn't expect to be like, yo, I'm gonna be that guy in Cape Town. Like I didn't expect to be that guy, but I was like, I wanna be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I was the aim. I was like, when guys land in Cape Town, I have to be the first person they call. I'm gonna switch night this shit. Like I'm gonna run Cape Town. I'm gonna be that guy. Like I literally asked
That's
someone,
the aim.
Ask anyone a year ago, I always say, I'm gonna switch night this shit. I'm gonna run this place and I wanna be that guy. You can't be in my city and you don't text me. You can't be here and you're not like, yo,
It's
you can't want to
Yeah.
play my event.
Yeah.
I can tell you, yo, next week you're on.
Okay.
Like, sharp.
Yeah.
But when I got there, I was like, okay, sharp, it's happening. But now I need to get higher.
That's
So that's what
true.
I'm saying. Like,
That's true. Keep
always,
redeveloping.
Like, your little ego,
And
basically.
you've got Cape Town by balls, but
Yeah.
That's the thing.
They
You
lie.
And
You
then
touch that little ego, then you're like,
How do you
okay, but now,
further?
how much more? So you get to a point where you're competing with yourself.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No one else, like, I
man.
don't give a fuck about anyone else's events. I'm just like, yo, bro, Tumi, your targets for this week.
Your targets,
Like,
aware.
did you win? Did you lose? Keep it moving. Because once you look around and you're like,
Oh,
I'm at the top,
Banban is
bro.
doing this and
Nah,
Banban's
when you're
doing
like,
that.
I'm at the top. What are you gonna work for?
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna work towards,
exactly.
bro? Like when
Yeah,
you know how
understand.
much you make in a month and you're like making way more than anyone else,
And
you can't get comfortable with
And the
it.
whole making it idea makes a lot of other people also think that they can get in here and get
And
there.
get to
You
that
understand?
level.
Kali, this thing is really about passion, dog, and it's about living it out, living your passion out. And that's how you become a success. For example, we're busy talking here, the next thing, hey, boom. Another show comes through,
That's
paying
it.
us big money. The next thing, hey, they want, you know, and that's us living out the fact that no, we like talking, and we'll talk
that's
about
all.
anything and everything. You get
Especially
me?
you, man.
So it's very important. I like talking. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm
So
here.
that's why you have the mic, bro. That's why you have the mic, bro.
I ain't fighting that. I'm embracing it.
think on
As,
that note-
as long
I
as
think on
it's making
that
sense.
As long as it makes sense.
As long as it's making sense, we're beautiful.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is of course It-Could-Have-Been-A-Braai. I go by the name of WaHotel. I'm with my boy Trendy here. We at Sea Cantina. You can see the sign over there.
SI.
Tammy didn't make a mistake. He was like, listen, you have to be here, ne? Because there you see the sign has to be there as well. We are hosted by our man over here, Tumi, 123.
213.
One, two, three.
I know.
I was waiting for someone. I was waiting. I was waiting for someone. Yeah. Yeah, Fetu. Fetu, you're about Peter Bangala 2164.
I'm taking off my mic right now.
Bro, get up and leave.
I've been calling you that ever since I met you, dog. Why are you bringing it down, dog?
Not a number system.
Bro, as soon as you went 1, 2, I was like, this nigga fucked up, bro.
Fucked it
That time I
up.
practiced it at home.
Bullshit it.
To me, 1, 2, 3. Anyway.
See,
So,
practiced it
Oh,
wrong.
2, 1, 3.
Practice
Two, one,
it
three.
wrong.
There you go.
Wrap up the
Yes.
fucking show. Wrap up the fucking show. Wrap it up.
We're hosted by him. We've got our gents, our people here, Uzi, Forrest, Nikho. We got Mexico over here as well. So this is a round table, as you guys know, we keep doing them every month. We're going to be doing them as well. And shout out to Collab 22 as well, because that's our home. That's where we always at. Shout out to Streetwalkers Revival. We've got Akbar there doing his ting-a-tings. And shout out to all the other people that came through.
Our
chilling
audience
around,
that
our
didn't ask
audience.
questions.
You know, but they're here, they're supporting us as well. You know what I mean? I don't know if you want to say some last thing.
I know. I'm here tonight. When you see this, you'll know I was playing here.
Definitely.
Tango.
Be out.
Nice one.